few questions, that's all, sir.
All right.
You had a big game. You're now tied for most wins as a coach. Can I hear your thoughts?
I don't know. I can't answer that question. I can focus on this game or I can focus on the next game. Nothing else really matters. You know, we played well in this game offensively. I think we had one turnover, maybe not. I don't know. And then from a defensive standpoint, we played really well in the second half, so I was happy about that. And the next thing to worry about is we have to go to Ashland, and that's a big game.
Coming in against a team that's 0-4, what weaknesses were you aware of beforehand that you look to exploit?
They want to bring 9 guys every down and really attack your run game. And so our game plan going in was we were going to throw on first down, and we're going to throw comebacks and throw goes and throw post routes and make them defend the field. And obviously we had some success with that.
Okay. At the start of the second half, Lake Erie brought it to a one-possession game. What needed to happen in order for the Warriors to maintain nice lead, cushion lead?
Didn't we score like the next play?
Yeah, I was going to ask you
okay.
the next question.
You know what? We just had to keep pressure on them, and that was really what we were able to do. They scored, we scored twice, and you know, so now it's not a 14-point game; it's a 21-point game. And now they're throwing the ball. They're good with play action and stuff like that. Not as good throwing the ball deep and spreading it out and throwing it. So we had some success that way.
Okay, Mickey Mockner's passing and on-field, his decision-making has proved well for the team. Can you speak on the year he's having in today's game?
You know, he's really having a good year, and I'm hard on him and probably too hard on him at times, but I think it toughens him up a little bit. He has 2 turnovers, basically, and he would love to get both of them back, and I don't know, like 12 touchdown passes. That's a pretty good ratio, and it's a tribute to him. It's a tribute to the wide receivers. It's a tribute to the linemen and the backs who are blocking the tight ends. I mean, it's a total offensive thing. It's not just Mickey. It's not just the receivers. I mean, everybody's doing their job.
Okay. I have one last question for you. Towards the end of the third quarter, there was a play that was a long pass, and it got called back. And then the next, I think it was in the same drive, you went with the similar playmate that turned out to be a score. What made you go towards the similar playmaking?
And they were doing exactly what I was telling you. We wanted to run the ball, but they brought 9 guys, and they brought another guy. You can only block so many, and so it's like, well, we can't block them, so let's throw it deep. And we were able to run by the corner and hit the touchdown.
Just want to ask you a couple questions. First about Josh. He looked close to 100% today. What did you see from him today?
You know what? He wasn't 100% because some of those I think he might have broken. But he was really good. He was really good, and Josh has a knack for finding holes, and he's an excellent football player.
And that flea flicker touchdown pass, whose call was that, yours or Mickey's?
I don't think Mickey really makes any calls.
Okay.
But he did make some great checks.
Okay.
But that one.
All right. You had a big game today. Can you speak on what it means breaking the school record?
It's important, but at the end of the day, all I care about is wins and losses right now. You know, to have all those records is great, but you know, if we're winning whatever, it doesn't really matter if we're 6. But right now we're 6-0, so you know, it's great as long as it helps us win.
Okay, there were a lot of deep passes today. Can you speak on your timing, along with the chemistry between you and the receivers?
Oh, well, we knew after last week I missed like 3 post routes that could have been big plays against Northern, really put the game away. That we knew we had to get better for this week, and you know, just putting more air on it this week, and you know, Maybanks went and got one, and Troy does the same thing every week, so you always get what you expect from Troy.
Can you speak on the team's overall performance today?
We played well. Offensively, I think we played well. You know, we felt like a couple times we stopped ourselves, and defensively, you know, it's hard to play against the offense like that. You know, the read option stuff, and you know, they run it very well. And that quarterback's, you know, at Lake Erie is a very good quarterback, and it's hard to stop. So, you know, defensively, they were able to buckle down and get it done. But you know, I think we played pretty well overall.
Now, last week he had a little trouble finishing off the game, but today he did a much better job. What did you do differently?
We just pounded the ball. We held on to the football, which is a good thing. We didn't turn the ball over, so that was probably the biggest thing. Shoot, I had the only fumble today. So feel bad about that. But, we held them the ball, and, our offensive line did their job today. They were great in pass protection. They were great in run blocks. So, they did a great job.
Thanks, man.
Mickey, can you just speak on playing Lake Erie, play in your backyard and kind of what it means to, get a victory over them?
I mean, it means a lot, but right now, I was telling the guys earlier that I really don't consider Painesville my hometown anymore because I'm in Detroit all the time. So, this is where my home and this is where my family are now. So, it means something, but at the end of the day, this is my family now.
Yep.
All right. It seems like you're in the right spot, the right time, every time of day. What were your thoughts in today's game?
Oh, man, I was just trying to be out there and make big plays for the team. We had actually ran a wheel route that got thrown to me like early in the game, and I didn't make the play. And so at that moment, I just told myself, like, look, man, you got to get it going. Just talking to myself, and the coach still gave me opportunities to make some plays, and I was just able to do those things. So I was just fortunate.
All right, things have been going good for the team. What have the coaches been telling you all just to keep you grounded?
Yeah, just stay focused, man. I mean, these last two games we actually had, we really didn't play our best, and he just kept telling us to just stay positive, but we needed to focus. And today was all about focus. And we haven't really been putting our complete offense together, whether it's like good running or good passing, and we haven't been able to try and get those both on the same track at the same time. And today I think we did a better job of doing that and being more balanced because Lake Erie, they were trying to take away a little bit of our run game, and so we were just able to make those plays over the top.
Last week you guys had a little trouble finishing off the game, but this week was a lot better. What did you do differently?
Just like Coach had said before the game, man, just to stay focused and stay positive and just try and grind things out. We turned the ball over so many times up there at Northern, and I think, I'm not even sure, what the statistics, I don't know if we threw a pick or not today or fumbled the ball, but I think we did a much better job of holding on to the football and not, setting our defense up in bad positions. But, just staying focused, man, and continuing to grind throughout the game and not just getting lackadaisical and just feeling like, all right, we got this. But I think we just continue to grind and push.
Now, Mickey broke the record for passing yards, school record passing yards today.
Wow.
Just an unbelievable game. What did you see from him today?
Oh, man, that dude was on today. I mean, even at halftime, our receiver coach came in and told us, like, man, it's on us because Mickey is on, and he's going to get us the ball. And so just to see him come out here and play the way he did, it's great to see. And now, moving along in the season now, just to see that he's getting his rhythm. And we got to go up to now Ashland and Hillsdale and some tough road games. And so it's good to see him to get things going now before we get into those games. Right.
And Troy, you just mentioned it about going to Ashland and Hillsdale. Just speak on, at first, playing Ashland.
Yeah.
They beat you guys here 40-35 last year.
I mean, last year, we lost a home game. We never want to lose games at home. We never want to lose games, period. But, they got us last year. So we got to go up there with a chip on our shoulder. I mean, and even the year before that was Choik's big game that he had. And then the year before that, we lost up there at Ashland. And so, I mean, these last 2 years, they've been here. And so now we have an opportunity to go up there and try and get a dub. So it's going to be a good thing.
All right. We had some key plays today that resulted in a win for Wayne State. Can you speak on how you went about maintaining your focus throughout the game?
It was real calm. It probably take a couple plays for me to get live anyway. I had to keep my composure. I had to sit out the first quarter, just out off the field then. So I had to keep my composure and just go in. My number was called.
All right. Today you had 132 yards. It was a big game for you. How do you look to translate that into the rest of the season?
Man, I mean, the focus is all done. I'm trying to stay complacent. Just keep going. Just stay on the same page with the quarterback. We keep a connection and just ride it out.
Can you speak on Mickey's performance today?
Man, Mickey, it's the best he ever played. I mean, all week he was on. His coach always tells us, quarterback, he's playing good. It's up to us to stay with him, play to his level. Don't let him outplay us. And if we not playing up to his level, then we're not going to be on the same page. So as long as we're on the same page, everything will work.
All right.
You guys had a little trouble finishing off last week's game, but this week you were able to blow it up a little bit. What did you do differently?
No, it was just all about maintaining composure. It was keeping focus, keep everybody on the same page, offense, defense, the special teams. You know, we all got to be on the same page. It's separate groups, but we all is one. You know, we got to all be on the same page.
Now you guys are 6-0. How do you try to stay even kill to try to keep this up?
Well, now we looking to hash them. You know, they gave us a good run last year. Gave us a loss last year. Probably kept us at the playoffs. So we looking for revenge already. That's a game.